It's the King, Not Queen podcast.
Yeah. Welcome back to the King, Not Queen podcast. My name is Nina and I am your sick host. Yes, I'm sick. Why I'm sick? I don't know why I'm sick. I think it's the weather. I'd like to think it's because out of nowhere it just got like super hot into the 90s, and then like on top of that, like I wasn't spending enough time outside, so no vitamin C, and that's why I'm sick. So yeah, deal with it. This is like my cute sick voice though, like isn't it so cute? And I'm so sick. I'm just like, someone give me some medicine. Anyways, where am I? Guys, where am I? I have to turn off the AC. Guys, there's AC. I found a room with AC that is like somewhat decent to film the podcast in. Has a great setup and everything. How lucky am I? But I had to turn off the AC because it's like right here and my microphone's picking it up for some reason, which is annoying. But yeah, like, isn't she quaint? I have a guest today as well. The name, Kirby. What we're going to talk about, you'll see. But, yeah, really cute room. Very grateful to be able to be in here. I'm scared, though. Like, I put a sign on the door. That tends to work, signs on the door. But, like, I wonder if this room is, like, soundproof or not. Like, I don't really know. I guess I'll find out. But yeah. Like, in the little camera thing, I got 2 devices going on. This is where I'm recording from. And, over here are my notes and stuff. A little, oh my god, like, I'm so, like, jangly because I have, like, my keys and stuff. I feel, like, really awkward. I don't know why. I was gonna do, like, I wrote on here, fit check. So I was, okay, on my way, I have, like, a little, like, day in my life that I'm gonna post on various platforms, but I went to go get lunch today and I just got it to go because I was like, I'm not eating here. The dining hall situation right now, like where I'm at, it makes me feel very uncomfortable because I'm just like a socially awkward person and I don't want to sit with other people like that I don't know. I just feel very uncomfortable, so I just like went home and ate my food in peace, and I was also on the phone a little bit, but I was walking back and I had my Sprite in my hand and I had my lunch in my other hand. I was like, oh, let me just go this way for today because sometimes I feel like it's quicker. So I went down this other street that has like a thrift store on it, and I saw this person. I was like, hey, and he was like pointing at like one of like the thrifted shirts, and then it made me realize that my entire outfit today, like besides my shoes, was thrifted. Let's get into it. This shirt, Red Sox, my beloved Jaron Duran, we love you King. I don't know where I got this from, but it was bought at a thrift store, and it's one of my favorite shirts to wear. And then these pants, these jeans, I got from Goodwill more recently, and they are Levi's 505s. I don't know what that means, but a relaxed fit. This was a steal to find. They were $5, like, and they're like perfect condition. I was very happy. Did they shrink a little bit in the washing machine? Yes. Am I fine with it? Yes, because I rolled them up a little bit. And I'm also wearing my Crocs. I'm now a Croc girl. I just got some Crocs for my birthday, which we can talk about. But yeah, I got black Crocs, and then I got SpongeBob Crocs too. Also, my socks have holes in them. Why? This is my first time wearing this pair of socks, and there's a hole in it. I was like, why is my toe feel like that? It's because I'm touching the bottom of my shoe. Ring tour. This ring, just like a simple like silver ring I got from Fan Expo 2023. The one on my middle finger is a clatter ring from my mom, and then I got another ring from Fan Expo. It's a frog. And so far has not turned my finger green, which I'm really happy about because I like wearing rings, lol. And then on my other hand, this one I got from like a vintage flea market that I went to. I don't know why I said vintage, just a flea market that I went to. And that was made. And then this one on my ring finger is like just like a bar. Like, I don't know how to describe it, like a bar. And it has like 3 like gems in it, and this was like a vintage one that I got at a vintage flea market. So yeah, ring tour. Should I do a tattoo tour as well? Because I got 2 new tattoos. They're fake, but it's funny. This one I just put on today. It's like a cherry. I kind of like this placement, and I kind of like the cherry thing, but I feel like it's kind of basic. Me with my butterfly tattoo. And then I have like this dinosaur one, which you can't even see because it's yellow, and like my undertones on my skin are just very yellow as it is, so you can't really see it. But it looks like the dinosaur from Barney, if y'all remember, if y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, fit check, outfit check. Crocs, if you want to sponsor me, you can. We love you, Crocs. I have the SpongeBob ones too. I got the SpongeBob slides. They had the lightning, guys, if you remember from the last podcast from 5 months ago. They had I really wanted the Lightning McQueen Crocs, and I begged Crocs to send them to me. Not that they saw that video, but I saw the Lightning McQueen Crocs at the Crocs store in Boston, and they didn't have my size. It was 1 size too small, and I thought, I could really force it right now. And they're light up Crocs too. Like, I could have done it, but I just didn't because they're too small. But Crocs, if you're out there, girly, hey girly, love you, Crocs. If you want to send me the Lightning McQueen Crocs, I'm a size men's 6, women's 8. If y'all want to send the Lightning McQueen Crocs. All right. Lunch check. What did I have? Chicken and tater tots and Sprite, and then a vitamin C packet emergency, and some water. No coffee today, unfortunately. I'm like on a no coffee weekends kind of thing for the past 2 weeks. But yeah. Okay. Life update. Where are we? What's going on? I am not at home this summer. I am still on campus. All right, Car? I'm still on campus, and I'm very grateful that I am on campus. It's 3 p.m., guys. I'm very grateful that I am on campus, and it's a very different experience, like, just, like, living on my own. Even though it's, like, very, like, assisted living on my own, if that makes sense, but, like, I don't know, it's very odd. It's taking a bit of adjustment, even though tomorrow will be 3 weeks since I moved in. But yeah, and I work and I live my life, which mostly means going to the dining hall and then going home, then do a little bit, watching Love Island, and then going to bed. I'm trying to fix like my nighttime routine though. Well, not nighttime routine, just like my sleep schedule, because I've been going to bed at 1 a.m. thinking that that's okay, and then having to wake up at 7 and thinking that 6 hours of sleep is okay, which it's not. It's really not. So I'm gonna try to fix that. And yeah, guys, I might put on, if you see me in the next clip I'm like wearing a hat, don't worry about it. But yeah, that's my life update, guys. You're in for a roller coaster of an episode, let me just tell you, because just stay till the end, because there's a huge announcement. Just stay until the end. There's a big girl announcement. Like, I have the biggest girl announcement that you've ever heard in your life. Like, it's a pretty big announcement, and you're gonna want to stay until the end. And it's like, don't even skip ahead, because you're gonna miss all the context in between. So you have to watch the entire episode in order to understand what I'm gonna like announce at the end. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, not really like an action-packed episode, but more just like a chill, relaxed episode before we get to like the bomb I will be dropping at the end of this episode. Like, truth bomb, life-changing information for anyone who cares about this podcast. Like, this will change your life. I'ma change your life. I'ma change it. Iggy Azalea, hit me up. Okay. But yeah, we can, let me just say, this will be, I'm pretty sure, the last time you'll be hearing Bad Movie and TV Show review interlude song. Just saying. But yeah, okay, let's get into it.
Bad movie and TV show review. Bad movie and TV show review. Sometimes they're good though.
Okay, guys. You have to, I'm talking to the wrong side of the microphone. Y'all, if you're listening to the audio version, you need to run to youtube.com/Jadina King, because I'm fitted up right now. What does the back of this look like right now? Anyways, I'm wearing a Mario hat. Welcome to Bad Movie and TV Show review. I got 2 things for you. Number 1, The Boys season 4. Guys, I watched episode 4 and I walked away with a crush on Butcher, Carl Urban. I don't know what happened, but if you know, you know. But yeah, I really love The Boys so much. I think it's such a great show. It's doing a lot, like the jump from like season 3 to 4 in terms of like political commentary goes absolutely nuts. Like they like turned it on high speed, and they know what they're doing, so like obviously, but it kind of turned it up a notch a little bit. But it's so interesting to watch, and I want them, like, low-key, I want them to like make fun of like streamers, like they kind of already with like the Firecracker girl, how she's like clearly like a right-wing like grifter person, but I want them to do it so badly for like the other side of that. Like I want them to like make fun of Hassan so badly. Like I want them to have like a streamer who like is like, you know, it's just like basically like Hassan, but like obviously they're making fun of it. I just really want to see it. I just want to see how like good they would do. Anyways, that's such like a niche like thing of me to say that only a select few people are going to understand. But anyways, yeah, The Boys season 4, I'm really hyped. And like I understand like the releasing episodes every week thing, like that's how normal TV works. Can you imagine? But like I've just been so spoiled with so many shows where like I just like need to like have all the episodes, you know? Also, the thing about The Boys is that it airs on Thursdays, or like Thursday like early morning, and I will be watching it at work. And there's sometimes, and I sit in the place that I sit in my work is like everybody walks in and sees me sitting there, and even the other place that I work at my job, like I just feel like if you like look over my shoulder and you see what's going on my phone, you're like, what the, like I can't even prop up my phone to watch the show like as I'm working, or like to even like glance at it, because it is so ridiculous like what is going on in the show that I have to like keep the brightness low, and it's just like under like my chin when I watch it. But apparently there's some like big crazy scene coming up, and I'm like really scared because I just like don't want that to play while I'm at work, which like no one told me to play it at work. But also like it's such a good like time thing, because it's like an hour of the show, then I have like 2 hours of like what is it called, like review, oh my god, what are they called, like breakdowns of the show from like, I watch Heavy Spoiler Show, I watch Screen Crush. Now Screen Crush is a new one because I didn't used to watch them, but Screen Crush, and then New Rockstars. When I tell you New Rockstars, if you're watching this, New Rockstars, I have been a fan since before you guys had 1 million subscribers. How many subscribers does New Rockstars have? Hold on. I've been a fan of them for so long, and I watched them hit like 1 million, and they have 4.1 million subscribers. Like, oh, okay, Eric, let's chill. But I've been a fan of New Rockstar since before they had 1 million. I've seen them hit 1 million and continue to grow. Oh, like back when they only had like Eric, and now they have like so many more people. I really like Jess a lot. But yeah, that's so random, but I love New Rockstars. I love you guys, y'all my favorite. But yeah, So yeah, that's it for the boys. I really am excited about how they tie in Gen Z. I really want to see Kate and the other kid, Sam, I think was his name. I really want to see them in the show, like, so badly. Like, I'm so excited for that. But let's talk about, like, what we're really here for. Love Island. Some context for me with Love Island. Like, the first time I heard of it was from Cody Ko and Noel Miller, like, playing, like, the Love Island game on their iPhone. That was really bad. The Love Island was really good, but everything else after that was bad, so don't make fun of me. But anyways, and then my cousin, like, 2 years ago, was like, oh, you guys should watch it, and we started watching Love Island UK. My mom was like, I don't really want to watch this. I'm like, me either. It's kind of like, it was a bit cringy at IMO, but then we're like, oh, let's watch Love Island USA, and we immediately loved it. Something about, like, just how, like, I don't know if there's, like, if this is just always a difference, but something about, like, American reality is just so, like, ugh, like, it's like you, like, it's like an ugly, like, you want to watch it, whereas, like, with UK, it was, like, kind of, like, serious and, like, a little bit too well produced, in my opinion, where, like, we were like, but, yeah, Love Island USA, big fan. This is my third round of Love Island USA. I think this is season 6, so I watched season 4, season 5, season 6. My favorite couple from season 4 was, it was not Timmy and Zeta. Timmy and Zeta, I did not like them at all. They were giving Keenan and KK from season 5. But I really liked, why am I going blank right now? Season 4. Oh, Isaiah and Sydney. Love them so much. I loved Isaiah. Although he did do her dirty when he brought back Phoebe. I wanted to hurt somebody so badly when he brought back the other girl from Casa. The thing about me is, like, why would you even, the boys going to Casa is so much different than the boys, like, staying at the house and dealing with the girls. Like, something about leaving and the guys coming back with the girl hurts more than the girls leaving, coming back with a guy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just, like, me as a girl. But, like, something hurts so much more worse when you're like, I'm sitting at home waiting for you to come back for me, like, alone, and you're going to come back with a girl to my house, to our house? Absolutely not. So yeah, something way different. I really hope this season they do that. They send the guys to Casa. I feel like maybe they'll switch it every season. And last season they sent the girls. I need them to send the guys to Casa so bad. But really, there's no couples that, like, I'm absolutely rooting for this season. Like Aaron and Kaylor, I could really do without. I know Kaylor is, like, probably gonna fold. Aaron, I don't think he's gonna fold, but I'm not really a big fan of him. Just saying, like, love you, Aaron, but, like, you're really good to Janae, but, like, I could really do without him, to be honest. But they're probably gonna go on and win the whole thing anyways. But, like, the main person this season for everybody was Rob, because he was such a fan favorite. Like, last season when he was in Casa, when the girls went to Casa, and he was, like, trying to mess around with Carmen, and I just loved Rob so much, because, like, I don't know, he was, like, his sense of humor is, like, very me coded a little bit, in the sense that, but no, in the sense that, like, he was very, like, he's just all very jokes, and then, like, we'll get serious, it seems, but, like, it's very just, like, joke heavy, and I feel like I'm a very joke heavy person too, or, like, especially, like, when I'm uncomfortable, like, I'll be, like, making jokes or something, and I feel like that's exactly how he is a little bit, or, like, I don't know, he's just very silly. He's just a silly boy, so silly, that boy. But yeah, I have a little bit of a soft spot for Rob, just because I just loved him so much from last season. But this season he is doing, and from the jump too, I really liked Leah, and I knew that she was gonna go after Rob, and she did, and they were so cute together. But he just seemed like he was in very much, like, denial and didn't know what he had with her, and I think she's a very interesting character where, like, she just went into it all wrong, which is, like, honestly, like, her fault a little bit, but, like, you went into Love Island with your eyes on one guy and didn't want to try anything else, and that's why she had the problems she had, because she just wanted him from the jump and was, like, already jealous, like, on day 1 before she was coupled with him. Like, when Hannah wanted to, this is, like, very heavy on if you've watched Love Island, one of the girls was like, oh, I kind of want him, she was like, no, he's mine, and the girl backed off, So like she was very much on him since day one, since '01, guys. And she doesn't have him now, which is like so sad. And like the whole thing was like kind of sad. He kind of gaslit her a little bit, but also in some ways he was right. We're like, hey, I'm trying to explore this connection. And if he didn't go about it so messy, and she didn't go about it so messy, and he realized that his thing with his new girl isn't that good, them getting back together wouldn't be weird. But now that it's been so like drawn out and everything, like if they get back together, I'm gonna be like kind of annoyed. I'll be like a little bit happy, don't get me wrong, because I like them together, but like it's gonna be a little weird. The fans I don't think are gonna like it if they get back together. But like them sharing one brain cell at the end of the day is like why they are like the OG couple that should be staying. Like, I'm sorry, but sharing them, passing back and forth the brain cell, when will it be my turn? I'm so sorry, but when will it be my turn to pass back for the brain cell? Because I'm waiting. But yeah, Rob. Then we have Connor, which he came in, and I was like, because like I wasn't really feeling the people this season. Like I always like gravitate towards one person, like one of the guys at like the beginning of the season, and then usually, and like for season 4 it was Isaiah. Like I loved him since the first episode. And then for season 5, I don't think I really liked anybody like that much. Like I kind of liked Marco a little bit, but like then like someone else came in and I was like, yes. But like this season from day one it was Rob, but now like, and no one else really. Like I didn't really like anyone else. And then Connor came in as a bombshell, and love Connor so much. But like he gave the impression that he was very mature. Like I think he said he was like 28 or something. Like gave the impression he was very mature, that he's not gonna be like doing all this like dumb stuff or whatever. But he kind of did the dumb stuff, and he could have done the dumb stuff without coming off as a bad person, because he like totally played the girl he's with in order to wait for Leah to be single. Which like what was he gonna do if she never became single, you know? Man, am I right? But like I don't know, it's just like very, he played it a little weird where like it didn't have to be like that, but like unfortunately he did do it like that. Now he looks like a bad person, but you know, what can you do? But I just want to look back to last season, to my one true love, the Love Island king of all kings, most underrated, probably the most like attractive person that they've ever had on Love Island, and that is Kenzo. Do we get it? Like, I'm putting up the picture. Do we understand? Do we understand? Because I miss Kenzo so much. Like, I miss him so much. The way, I will never erase it out of my mind, of the day when Carmen was coming back from Casa and he was so nervous. She came back single. That man sprinted and almost fell, running to her and picking her up and kissing her and being like, I miss you so much. I'm sorry. What do you mean? What do you mean? He ran to her, picked her up, and kissed her because he missed her. What do you mean? Miss him so much, and I'm glad that they're still together. I love them so much. Like, they were so cute, and it was like everything that Carmen was waiting for when she got there. Like, she would kind of bounce from man to man. Everyone was like, oh, Carmen this, Carmen that, but like I knew from the second that Kenzo walked in, I'm like, they're gonna be together. And his outfits were so great too. Oh my god, I miss him so much. But yeah, Kenzo will forever be like the number one king, and no one can tell me otherwise. But yeah, that's all I have for this. Again, we're going through changes. Bad movie TV show review. Look out for her, because she's, let's just say, she'll be changing a little bit. She might have some specials. She might be, I don't know, she might look a little different. But yeah, that's all I have. It's the last one ever in this kind of format. If you know, you know. You don't know, only I know. But yeah, I'll probably take off this hat now because it feels very uncomfortable. Anywho, okay.
Artist Spotlight. Yeah.
Yay! Here at Artist Spotlight. I took off the hat, guys. It was a little hot. My time with the AC swirling around this room is ending soon, so I have to turn it on soon. Anywho, Artist Spotlight. I got 3 things on the list. 3 things. Number 1, yesterday I took myself out on a little movie date, and I went to go see Right Here, Right Now, the Ghost movie concert. And I was so excited. I know it doesn't sound like I'm excited because I started to think about other things, but for context, they were on tour last year for their album Impera, and they were coming August something, and I was able to get $25 tickets, but unfortunately it was at the Xfinity Center, which is like really far, really long train ride. Like, obviously it was like a late night concert, started at like 8, and like I wouldn't have been able to take the train back home, so it was like a whole thing, so I just like didn't end up going. I was really sad because I like fell in love with Ghost at the end of 2022, loved them so much, and I just like wasn't able to go. It was really sad. But I was like, when I saw them come out the concert movie, I'm like, perfect, like this is the concert that I want to go to, and I go to the comfort of like a movie theater with, you know, a snack and like great sound quality. And one thing I will say about the movie though is that I wish like the movie theater turned it up a little bit, which obviously like they can't because there's like 1,000 other movies that they're playing, but like dang, like the sound was so like low. Like I wanted it to be rattling in my ears, and it really wasn't. Like it was like kind of low. I'm like, are all movies like this low? We just like don't know because it's not like a concert. Like I don't know, I feel like it should have just been louder, and I don't think that was the movie's fault. I think it was just like the theater. Another thing I was kind of mad about was that like my favorite part of Ghost performing Square Hammer is the Square Hammer stomp, is when my 3 guys in the middle, like when they're doing, like when Soto does his little like when Soto does his little like solo, and then oh my god, who bass player ghoul, I forgot what their ghoul name is, because I know it's Soto, Phantom, and somebody else. Oh, Rain. Yeah, Rain. Yeah, so Rain plays the bass, and then Soto plays the lead guitar, and then Phantom plays like the rhythm guitar. And like those 3 like go up to the middle, and then like when like the like fire like pops out, like they all stomp, and then they go like they all like go off. That is one of my favorite parts of watching like TikToks and stuff of them doing it live. And like cut away from it to like obviously like a plot driven part of the movie, but like they cut away from it, and I was so angry. I was so mad. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that was my favorite part. But they made up for it with no. And another part I was a little mad about was that the entirety of Mariana Cross, my favorite song, like when that's the song I found Ghost on, that's the song that like I will always listen to. It'll never get old. My favorite song. They didn't show any part of the live performance. It was all like a music video, like cartoon thing again for the plot and stuff. But like I wanted to see it so bad. I was so mad. Like that was like, again, another reason I wanted to go see the movie was to see Mariana Cross perform live, and then the stage presence and all the guitar and like Swiss singing and all the harmonies. Like that's all I wanted to see, and they only showed the end of it, and I was really mad. But they really made up for it when during Watcher in the Sky, there's a part where Rain and Phantom are like on the side. It's during like one of the breakdowns when like Soto is like whammying the guitar, and they like do this thing where like they're like and it's like a psh, like that's the sound like that the drum makes, and they both go like that, like they're like, wait, that's my favorite part of the song. And the camera cut to them doing that because they stand next to each other and do it in like sync, and then they go like because like they go like vroom, vroom, like on the guitar. It's like it was everything and more that I wanted. And then they also cut to them when they're like, bah, and they look at each other, and then they cut to the lean to like that those are my favorite parts of that performance, and I wanted to see that, like, I wanted to see that so badly live at the concert that I was supposed to be at. But I was able to see in the movie, so I was very happy with that. And yeah, I can't tell if that's a 5 or not. No, it is. Okay. But yeah, that was like life-changing. And there was like, wow, I just love Ghost so much, and I haven't been listening to them in a while, so I'll be going back to that. But yeah, that was a great movie yesterday, and it like ended on a cliffhanger, question mark. Like, I was like, I thought this was a concert movie. I didn't think there was like lore. And like some of the things I was a little confused about, because I don't know all the Ghost lore. Like, I know some of it, but like not all of it. And yeah, like that's all I can really say about that. This is gonna be like a pain to listen to because of like that I'm sick and that I'm just like so stuffy. Like I just want to apologize. I do want to apologize. But yeah, there's a lot of lore, and I think there's gonna be a new Papa, and I really want Papa 3 to come back. I want Papa 3 to come back because I really liked him. But anyways, okay, next thing, the Pharrell Lego movie. Like, who asked? No hate to Pharrell, love Pharrell, but like, who asked, question mark? Like, it's so random, and I'm glad that he's getting this opportunity. He's such like a non-serious person, but why do you have a Lego movie coming out? No, I need have a Lego movie coming out. But I heard in the trailer, like, this song, it's like, you can't be me, I'm a rock star. And I was like, I kind of like that. So I'm like Googling You Can't Be Me, I'm a Rock Star Pharrell, and like nothing was coming up. I was like, why can't I find this song? I ended up finding it. It's called Rockstar by Nerd. No, it's like It's Nobody Ever Really Dies, I think. That's like his like band, I guess, or like just like a collective. I don't know what they call it, but I really like that song. And yeah, I have like so much more to talk about when it comes to Artist Spotlight, but like, again, you'll get all the information at the end of the episode about why like I'm kind of like holding off. But my last thing, Billie, of course I have to talk about Billie Eilish because like that's my girl, but Billie Eilish Hit Me Hard and Soft. If you haven't seen, I filmed a reaction video that I posted on my YouTube channel. Oh my god, I really hope it's still filming. Please tell me it's still filming, because that was so funny. Oh my god, it is. Okay, I don't know what to do about this. Hey guys, maybe I'll just hold it here for right now, because I don't feel like putting up, this is like the one like last thing I have to film. But yeah, anyways, yes, I filmed a video about this, about the album, and you should go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel, and I love it. I listen to it basically every day. It's the only thing I listen to, and it like just never gets old. Blue has now become one of my favorite songs. It's the first minute of it, of like true Blue, I love so much. I love singing along. Birds of a Feather, like, I'm so happy it's like gonna be song of the summer because I love it so much. And I knew from day one that song I'm sorry I keep saying day one, it's kind of cringy. I knew from like the second that I listened to it that was like one of my favorite songs. And it's so poppy, but at the same time, like, it's so her, like for real. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm really rushing through this because like I don't want to hold this anymore. It's kind of hot in here now, and I'm like scared. Okay, but yeah, we're getting into taking a scroll, and then the end of the podcast, guys. I'm scared, guys, I'm scared.
Taking a scroll, ayy, taking a scroll, yeah.
Whoa. Here we are at taking a scroll. I don't know if that one's my favorite or if Bad Movie TV Show Review is. I don't know. I only have like 2 things for taking a scroll. One is something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and me posing for a thumbnail. I just think I've been having a hard time watching the HC podcast lately, and I don't know why that is. I think it's just like I don't have time thing, but like I do have time, but I don't know. I like went through a heavy phase where I was watching every single day. I was watching every single episode, and I haven't sat through and watched a full episode in like months. And it happened when they came back from break after having their son. And I think it just might have been the change to like the H3 show. And I don't know what it is, but like it's something about having like Mondays H3 TV, Wednesdays off the rails, like you knew it was gonna be something crazy, and then like Fridays having After Dark and having it be more relaxed, and now everything just like feels the same. It feels like he's doing like 3 of the same podcasts every week, and like that's just like not how he built the audience he has now, I think. And it's taking some adjusting, and I could see like the numbers like reflecting that. Sorry guys, I'm muting this so you're not gonna know what I'm saying. I think it's like, I don't know what it is, but I'm having a hard time watching, and everyone knows that I've loved this podcast for so long. I'm getting so stuffy now. But yeah. The other thing I had was the Sterniolo's lip balm controversy. I was talking about this with my friend, that's why I like wrote it down. But yeah, I think it's like influencer products. Like we've been through this with everybody at this point. It's the year 2024. We've had, you know, James Charles in his palette. We've had Dixie D'Amelio in her popcorn, Charli D'Amelio in her popcorn, Charli D'Amelio in family shoes. We've had Kim Kardashian in her app. We've had Kylie doing lip kits or whatever at the beginning. Now, of course, she's like more of an owner, but like at first it was like, oh, they're selling lip kits. Like, okay. We've had, who other YouTubers? Like people just like having merch. Like it's like the same thing as merch basically. Like you're having someone funnel all your stuff, you know? Like, oh, I'm starting a pizza company. Like you did start a pizza company. Like they just hit you up being like, hey, you want to sell heart-shaped pizzas? And you said yeah, and there you go. But yeah, like that just happens to everybody once you get, you know, famous enough. Oh, blue light glasses. Oh, blue light setting spray. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's very like, this is like the rounds we go through with influencers. Like why are we like now all of a sudden being like, hey, this feels wrong. Like why are we charging so much money for lip balm? I'm like, we should know by now. But it is kind of crazy, like like people like really getting into like the legal records. Like I don't have time for that personally, but then again, I think it is that person's job to just like, that's just like their job on TikTok is like digging into people's lives like that, I guess. But like personally, I don't have the patience or time to be doing all of that. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I just really wanted to get to the end because this is where like the big announcements are coming in. Yeah, so that's it for like the meat and potatoes of this podcast. And I want to okay, this is kind of funny because I was like, I really hate the way that H3 changed the show into like the H3 show, blah blah blah. And as I'm about to announce like something like somewhat similar, or I guess like I'm doing like the reverse thing, but sorry, my medicine's wearing off. So I am changing the podcast. This is my last podcast. Me posing for a thumbnail again. This is low-key the last time you'll be listening to the King Not Queen podcast and it being like weekly recap. Like I didn't do a cold open today if you didn't notice, but weekly recap, bad movie TV show review, artist spotlight, taking a scroll, closing. Like this is the last time it'll ever be like that. It's the last time I'm using the musical interludes because it just like takes, I want to do this podcast like so badly. Like I love doing the podcast and, you know, taking time out of my day to do it, and editing is such a fun thing for me. But to get over the hump of like editing and like dividing things up and putting things together and blah blah blah, whatever, some like minor changes I guess need to happen, which like is the musical interludes, which I'm very proud of them. But like I have to stop recording, do the thing, start recording again, do the thing, blah blah, go back and forth. Like that's like a whole piece of it that I now no longer have to do. I can just play the intro at the beginning and just like get on with my day. So yeah. So that's what will be changing there. I'll also be starting a new show because I realized that I really love music, and I really just like get so fixated on certain things about music that like I need a whole platform to talk about music on. So I'll be starting a new show called Artist Spotlight. Like it's like me like just like divvying up the podcast a little bit because I like music so much. Like Artist Spotlight is just becoming its own segment. So yeah, I'll be having the Artist Spotlight show. I'm still like debating on like an official title that will be like on the YouTube channel and on like the Spotify thing, but I have the first one. It's not ready, but like I have an idea of like what I want the first one to be about, and it's actually going to be like Artist Spotlight. Like majority of it will be on a singular artist, me diving in, talking about their music, like why I found them, why I love them, and of course I'll be like giving updates and stuff on all that. But yeah, Artist Spotlight will be its own show. It'll be very exciting. It'll probably be like shorter, like won't be as long as these podcasts are as like the normal show. But there will still be the King Not Queen podcast. Like that's just like kind of like a spin-off show, but there will still be like the King Not Queen podcast, and that's the format of that will change a little bit, where like yes, I'll be talking about like bad movie, or I'll be talking about movies and TV shows and like social media and stuff, or social media like happenings or whatever. But I really want it to flow a little bit better and more of that, like I'm not divvying up the podcast, like having the interludes and stuff. Like I want everything to just like flow nicely, more of like the Broski Report kind of, where like I know she has notes and she's able to just like connect everything, or just like, you know, has like has a show organized, but like it doesn't feel like it's like okay, bullet point. And I like doing that, like having like a script kind of thing, but I just want to have ideas written down and not like a script that I'm following, I guess. So I see it being a bit more like talk showy kind of thing. I don't know. Which I'm excited about. I'm excited to see how that format will work. Especially now that like if I do it consistently like this summer and stuff, and like being in this room and getting comfortable and getting like a rhythm and stuff, I feel like it'll be really fun. But yeah, those are like the separation of the shows. There will be 2 shows. My thoughts right now are like music is always released on Fridays and stuff, so I'm thinking of moving the release date of Artist Spotlight to Fridays, just to like align with like the industry, and then moving the King and Queen podcast to be on Wednesdays. Just I don't know, releasing twice a week, which I'm like I don't know if I'm gonna do every other week, if I'm gonna do like 2 podcasts a week. Like that's gonna be a lot. I'm still like not completely sure about that. Okay, so the new format, the new dates. I'm working on like more like social media stuff, because like my Instagram literally has 1 post on it from like the day that I started the podcast, which is like kind of embarrassing. Like I want to do reels. I want to have like an announcement of like shows, like show is going live right now. And like I'm working on like TikTok stuff. I'm having like highlight clips if you like can't watch the entire episode. Not that anyone's watching anyways. And like also having like YouTube shorts and stuff. Like I'm just trying to like, I don't know, work on that stuff, or just like at least like if not for like more people to see it, just like for more practice and like more organization and routine for me, I guess. It's just like I just need that kind of structure in my life, especially like right now, because I feel like I don't have enough structure. Just because like it's summer and stuff. But obviously once school starts I'll be like whoa. But yeah. And then I was thinking of like what's gonna entice people to come to like the YouTube channel and stuff. Oh wait, before I say that, more stuff with like separate shows. I was thinking of like having like specials sometimes. So sometimes when my friend Dio, we have a playlist of like our things together. It should pop up right here. My friend Dio, we love like watching movies and stuff and like making fun of them as we watch them. Like not like in I don't know how to describe it. Like shows we watch together. We watched Love Victor and then we like made a podcast about it. Monster High, we watched the movie and made a video about it. And like whenever we do like those kinds of things, we like talking about it after. I'm like, oh, why don't we just do a podcast? So like those kinds of specials for like reviewing movies and TV shows, especially bad ones, like definitely there will be specials on that. And then also like guests. I don't know if I'll have any guests though, but for now, but also having like YouTube like exclusive, just to have people come to YouTube channel. So like I was thinking like, oh, I have a vlog of this coming up or something else coming up where you can see like snippets, and I was thinking of calling it like snippets. I don't know, sorry that I'm like so stuffy. I'm trying to like get through this fast, but yeah, just like that's just like the ideas that I have, and I really want it to like start rolling like ASAP. So I'll be working on that, and yeah, keeping myself busy. That's the fun things to do. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I'm like holding it off so I could like go blow my nose and go to the bathroom and take my medicine. Yeah, this is it for the King and Queen podcast. Thank you so much for sitting through 42 episodes of me trying to figure out what exactly I want this podcast to be and look like. And like, thank you for sitting, if you're like a listener since the beginning, thank you so much for sitting through me like not being consistent. Like I was consistent at first of like, I keep unmuting this, I don't know when, but I keep saying I'm gonna be consistent and then I'm not. Like I think the max I've done back to back has been like maybe 5 weeks. Like I've never been like consistent, and I want to be consistent for those who care, and also for like myself as well, and for my resume. But yeah, and yeah, if you have any like things you want me to cover on the show, if you have anything you want me to cover on the show, it's got a really funny text message, please email me at king.queenpod. Again, it's king.queenpod, don't forget the pod, at gmail.com for your brand. Welcome to the show, welcome to the party. Also email me there. I live in my email. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys are excited for the new shows and all the new content, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at king.notqueen, I think it is king.notqueen on Instagram, same on TikTok. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Nina King. That's like so sexy, the fact that I got /Nina King. But yeah, go follow me on there, or go subscribe. Please subscribe. And yeah, okay, thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.